The Negro speaks of rivers.
Hello, my name is Puipantavong.
My name is Sriphirom.
My name is Khomkham.
My name is Wilasri.
My name is Boonploy.
My name is Sriboon.
The Negro speaks of rivers by Langston Hughes. I've known rivers ancient as the world and on the dammed flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. I bathe in the Euphrates when dawns were young. I built my house near the Congo and it lulled me to sleep. I looked upon the Nile and raised the pyramids above it. I heard the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. And I've seen its muddy blossom turn all golden in the sunset. I've known rivers, ancient, dusky rivers. My soul has grown deep like the rivers.
Next, we're going to talk about other biography. Hughes was born in 1902 in Jolin, Missouri to James, Natalie, and Carrie Mercer Langston Hughes, who separated shortly after their son's birth. His grandmother, Mary Lely Langston, was the first black woman to attend to Oberlin College. She inspired the boy to read books and value an education. When his grandmother died in 1910, Hughes lived with his family, friends, and various relatives in Kansas. In 1915, he joined his mother and new stepfather in Lincoln, Illinois, where he attended grammar school. The following year, the family moved to Cleveland, Ohio. There, he attended Central High School, excelling in both academics and sports. Hughes also wrote poetry and short fiction for Belfry Old, the high school literary magazine, and edited the school yearbook. He published his first collection of poetry, The Weary Blues. In 1926, around this time, Hughes became active in the Harlem Renaissance, a flowering of creativity among a group of African American artists and writers. He continued to write poetry throughout the rest of his life, and by the 1960s, he was known as the Dean of Negro writers. Hughes died in New York on May 22, 1967.
The subject matter is Black Blue poetry. In a brief poem, Hughes reminds the world of the role black people have played in major civilizations throughout history. His message celebrates our common humanity, encouraging readers to appreciate different cultures and show respect for unique perspectives and also memories that attach with ancient rivers in Africa.
He uses rivers as symbols to reflect the African experience history. He says that his soul is as deep as a river. He has seen and experienced massive change in his civilization. He also speaks about his past activities near rivers, which provide a clue to his philosophical approach, love of nature, and origin of his race. Rivers that he refers, there are 4 rivers in the poem. First, Euphrates River represents the spiritual origins of humanity. Second, Congo River symbolizes the origin of black people. Third, Nile River suggests human accomplishment. And the last river, Mississippi River, represents the celebration of emancipation.
There are 4 main themes of this poem. 1. Perseverance. The speaker's soul is as deep as the river. Because he has perseverance, he tells us that as a result of that he has seen, he has done, and witnessed. His soul has gone deep as river. As you can see from a line of this poem, I have no river ancient as the world, and older than the fall of human but in human vein. You can see on this line from line 2 and 3. It means rivers are everlasting and keep flowing endless, so they must know and see many things in lifetime. Not like humans that they have to die. The rivers are wiser than humans. 2. Lakes. The image of Mississippi River turning to gold is a symbol for fishing the slave. And you can see from the line of this poem. And I have seen in Smarty, blossom turn or golden in the sunset. You can see this line from the line 9 and 10. It means it's at through the transformation from muddy to golden has happened all over and over again. And the speaker has witnessed this process over and over again. 3. Memory and the past. The speaker in the Negro speaker of river. Let's find history. As you can see from a line of this poem, I bathed in the Euphrates when they were young. You can see this line from the line 5. It means not only Don of speaker know of all river, but he grew up with them too. He was around at the birth of civilization in the Mesopotamia. 4. Freedom and confinement. At the end of the poem, our speaker is free, as you can see from the line of this poem. I hear the singing of the Mississippi when Abe Lincoln went down to New Orleans. You can see this line from line 8 to 9. It means the Mississippi River is part of freedom, who enslaved and emancipated in the history of the river.
There are 3 reasons why we should read this poem. First, because of this poem, we can know about the history of Black Americans' life at that time. I have no rivers. I have no rivers ancient as the world, and older than the flow of human blood in human veins. My soul has gone deep like rivers. He used river as symbol to reflect the African's experience in history. Additionally, he said that his soul is as deep as a river, implying he has seen and experienced tremendous change in his civilization's life. Second, this poem can be an example of a poem for a nature lover who likes to explore or learn more. This could also be used to narrate any personal experience of visiting Asian cities. Third, when he says, I have no rivers, he is making a reference to the loss of knowledge. This knowledge is fed by the metaphorical rivers and maintained by the human veins and bloodlines of generations. The speaker ends the poem with the repeat phrase, my soul has gone deep like the rivers. And after reading the stanza that followed after the first time he stated, the meaning is both clearer and more complex, since we realize so many issues of history, the soul, culture, and understanding are being discussed.